This video will help you to increase your profit in any business very fast. All right. Anybody that is doing business, you're doing the business because of profitability. Now, no matter the business you're going into, I'll be sharing with you 2 ways to increase the profitability of that business. 2 surefire ways. Then I'll give you an extra bonus way for you to increase profitability. That is going to be a bonus for those that watch this video right till the end. Then I'm going to give you a general overview of these 3 steps that I'm going to share in this video for your own benefit. My name is Victor Isibor. On this channel, I talk about money, how you can make money, how you can safeguard your money against those who are trying to take the money from you, Ponzi schemers and scammers. All right, so if stuff like this is what you like, do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And to my returning subscribers and viewers, salute, like in the military. It's a pleasure having you back on this YouTube channel. Without further ado, let me share with you 2 ways that you can increase profitability in your business. Number 1 is increase capital. Increase capital. That is the number 1 way to increase your profitability in a business. Now, let's make it make sense. All right. Let's say that a business that gives you an ROI of 1%. I'm not going to talk about the tenor. Per week, per month, whatever. 1% is the ROI, okay? And you go in with a capital of, say, $100, okay? Now, what is the profit? The profit, 1% of $100 is what? $1. Now, in this particular case, in this particular scenario, the ROI is low, the capital is low, the profit is low. You see? Now, this is what the business offers. Return on investment of 1%. Now, you go in with a capital of $100. That means that your return, your profit is going to be $1. ROI low, capital low, profit low. Now, this same business that has ROI of 1%, if you went in with a capital of $10,000, your profit is going to be $100. Same business. What changed? The capital. All right, the ROI remains the same, 1%. Now, in this particular case, you see that the ROI is what? Low. The capital is what? High. And the profit, as a result, is also high. Same business, same ROI, different capital. It just makes sense. It makes sense. The higher your capital, the higher your profit. The lower your capital, the lower your profit. This is not film trick. This is common sense. So if you want to increase your profit in a business, my brothers, my sisters, increase your capital. This is clear enough and not controversial by any shape, manner, or form. Number 2 way to increase your profits in a business is to do what? Increase risk. If you cannot increase your capital, you can do what? Increase risk. Let me paint a scenario for you. A man who is trading, let's use crypto, for instance, and this applies to every business out there. A man trading with a leverage of 1x is operating on low risk. That risk level, risk is directly proportional to rewards. Risk is directly proportional to reward. This man trading 1x in futures trading, whether in stocks or crypto, he is trading at a very low risk. His returns are going to be low as well. Now, if this man wants to make more profit on a 1x leverage trade, he can do what? Increase his capital, like we said in number 1. But however, if he doesn't have the capital, what can he do? He can increase the leverage to 50x. Now he's trading high risk on low capital. So he will get what? High rewards. Now, increasing the risk, this is what it means. Let's make it make sense. Now, in the earlier example, we talked about increasing capital. Let's say you have a $100 investment in a business that offers 1% ROI. Your profit is going to be what? $1. But if you have $100 in a business that offers 20% profit, ROI, your profit is going to be what? $20. Look at how constant the capital is. Look at what changed. What changed is the returns on offer. The higher the risk, the higher the reward. So when you see very high reward, know in your mind that the risk is also high. So in this second scenario where we are talking about increasing risk, we are talking about higher returns, which is tantamount to higher risk. Capital stable, risk level different, low risk gives low profit, high risk gives high profit. So these are two basic ways you can increase profitability. I'll talk about the last one as a bonus. Stick around for that one. Let us deal with this one first. Now, the problem that we always have is that a lot of people are greedy. And do you know what greed is? Greedy people have low capital. Okay? They want low risk, but they want high profit. This is the mathematical equation of greed. A greedy man has very low capital. A greedy man does not want to take any risk at all. A greedy man wants high profit. Yes, a greedy man wants to eat his cake and still be seeing that the cake is there. Now, I want that cake to be there, but I want to eat it. Is there a way I can eat it and put the photocopy there? That is the problem with greedy people. And you will see a lot of such people in your businesses, in your WhatsApp groups. They are the first to complain about the profit they are making from the business. They will say, the profit I'm making is low. Is your capital not low? Then when you tell them that I can increase your profitability, but I'll have to increase your risk. Are you willing to lose money? Are you ready to lose money? Because the truth of the matter is, if the risk in a business is 1%, that means the reward you are expecting is 1% as well. If you decide to increase the risk to 50%, okay, you should be expecting 50% reward as well. Don't think only in terms of reward. Think about the risk. A business that can give you 50% rewards can also take 50% of your money away. It's a give and take thing. The higher the risk you take, the higher you expose your capital to high negative impact. So while you are hunting big, you are taking big risk and you are exposing yourself big. Now, I gave you the formula for greed, and a lot of people are greedy. many people I've met are greedy. This is their formula. They want low risk on low capital, but they have expectations of high profit. They don't have money to increase their capital. They don't have the shock absorber to increase their risk, but they have the very high appetite for high profit. These people, they expect their ant to give birth to an elephant. That's their expectation. They expect their ant to give birth to an elephant. They want to set a trap with an ant, and they are expecting to catch an elephant. Somebody who is ready to catch such a big animal like an elephant, the person should be setting a trap with a goat or a ram. But no, greedy people want to set their traps with an ant, expecting that they will catch a hippopotamus. Now, do you know what bothers me? Is the fact that a lot of scammers, how they develop their scam formats is by looking at popular demand. What are people looking for? What is the mindset of people? Scammers and Ponzi schemers, they know that there is greed in the system of a lot of people. A lot of people have low capital, they want low risk, and they expect high profit. So what do scammers now do? They come up with projects that you can start with $1, that you can start with $10. And they will offer you what? As high as 20% return on investment on that low capital. Okay, now they have ticked the box of low capital and they want to tick the box of high profit. And they will tell you that this is not risky at all. So you see, this equation is complete. Low capital, low risk, high profit. That is what the Ponzi schemers now offer you. Now, a lot of these greedy people, they are going into projects with low capital, not necessarily because they do not have the capital. A lot of them don't have the capital. They are just greedy, looking for high profit. But many of them do have the capital, but just decide to do what I call analog smartness. They think they are smart. So they deliberately want to keep their money and risk a little of their money by putting out low capital. Now, when the scammers now see such a person, let's say this person has $1,000. Even if he doesn't have, let's just say he has $1,000, and he's only willing to commit $100 to a project because he believes in low capital, high profitability. If he sees a project that is offering him 20% returns per month, in his head, he's like, oh, this $100 gives birth to $20 per month. Wow, I like this. Or let's say a project that offers 2% per day. 2% per day. So in his head, every day, this $100 is giving back to $2 every day. In a month, that is already $60. Wow. Before you know, if he enjoys it for a month, before you know, he's bringing out this entire $1,000. He's bringing out this entire $1,000. Do you know why? Because he now wants to be earning $20 per day, so that in a month he would have made $600. Now, for those who do not have this capital, but they have that greed in them, the second category, those that are broke, that did not keep any money anywhere, they are honest that they don't have money, but they have that excessively high profit appetite. By the time they put in $100 and a project offering 2% per day is giving them $2 per day, that is when they will remember that they inherited a plot of land from their father that they can sell. That is when they will remember the road that leads to that microfinance banks that gives soft loans. That is when they will now download plenty loan apps on their phone. Why? Because they want to tap into the high profit that this so-called low capital, low risk, in quotes, Ponzi scheme. Now, the scammers are waiting. They are looking at the numbers. As you, the potential victim, you are doing your calculation on how you are going to use your $100 capital to buy a Ferrari of $1 million in the next 2 weeks. They are also doing their calculations. They will now lure you in. There's something they call a bait. Yes, you know when you want to catch a fish with a hook, you put a bait there. You put something there. Then the fish will ignore the hook and focus on the bait. It will focus on the food that is surrounding the hook and ignore the hook. And before you know, the fish gets caught. Now, scammers give you a bait. The bait is the ROI. The bait is the ROI. You are like a fish in the river of life. The scammer is like the fisherman that has attached a juicy ROI to that hook that will make you come and get caught. Now, the scammer will pay you out on your low capital investment. Why? Because he is hoping that you will sell your valuables or you will dig deep into your savings, because there's something that high profit does. Okay? It gets you excited. You want more. Now, it's either you dip into your savings, sell your property, or when they offer you referral bonus, you're now like, okay, since I cannot dip into my savings, I do not have money, let me refer a lot of people so that I can get bonus and earn more money in this Ponzi scheme. So it's either you lose your savings, you lose your properties, or you lose your name and integrity. These are the prices you need to pay to participate in a Ponzi scheme. You're either losing your hard-earned money, your property, or you're losing your reputation and integrity. All for what? For 2%, 1% per day. Fixed. All right? So this is how it works. Your complaint and lamentation will not increase your profit. You can be on a business from morning till night complaining, I don't like my profit, I don't like my profit. What you can do about it is this. Are you willing to take the risk? Can you stomach the total loss of this your $100? This your $100 that you love so much. If you want high risk settings, can you bear the shock of total liquidation of this money? If your answer is no, continue on the normal low risk settings you are doing. Increase your capital. Because in the crypto business and forex business that I recommend to people, there are ways you can increase the leverage or the lot size you are trading for more profitability, provided you are ready to bear the full consequences of your action. That is why my own advice that I always advise people, if you do not like the returns you are getting, increase your capital, because that is the safer way to go. This is the formula that I prefer and recommend. I prefer high capital, low risk, high rewards. This is what I prefer. I prefer to have my $1 million trading the futures market using 1x leverage than having my $1,000 trading 75x leverage. Because at the end of the day, it is penny wise, pound foolish. These Ponzi schemers, they know that you want to put in small capital, $100. They know that is what you want to do. So they offer you high risk Ponzi schemes. You get lured into it. Before you know, your greed will make you to sell off your property. Then you now go in with maybe $10,000 and all will get wiped out. Why don't you just have that $10,000 on a low risk setting and you enjoy it for a longer period? So these are the realities of ROI, investment, trading, and all that. The higher your risk, the higher your rewards. The lower your risk, the lower your rewards. But you can enjoy low risk with high rewards if you go in with high capital. The third way that people can increase profitability in a business is by leveraging on referral or affiliate commissions. Affiliate commissions. Now you don't have a lot of money, but you're willing to put in the work. You can put in the work and earn some bonuses. But if you're going for referral or affiliate commissions, you need to be on a legitimate project, so that while pursuing referral and affiliate commissions, you will not be damaging your name and integrity. And that is what we do on my WhatsApp channel and community. The links are in the description of this video. Legitimate businesses that are traceable, businesses that are transparent, businesses that the results can be backed by third-party unbiased umpire, business that can be verified globally, businesses that make sense, businesses that follow the normal principle of business, that for money or profit to be generated, a sale has to be made, or a trade has to be made, and profit has to be made. And the trade, the profit, should be able to be verified globally. There should be a way that somebody in America can verify the profit that you claim to have made. A non-custodial project where you are not sending your money to some faceless criminals or Yahoo boys in clubs, hiding behind a website and offering you computer-generated digits that are hard for you to withdraw when it's time for you to withdraw it. Not projects that are circulating money from Peter to Paul to Joseph to Amaka to Nneka within a so-called matrix under the guise of a smart contract, which eventually will leave those that are at the bottom of the pyramid stuck, while those, the early birds at the top, are cashing out. Not a business that is referral based, that if you do not refer, you cannot make money. But the person that is referring you, he knows 1,000 people, but you do not know anybody, but is telling you that you should join. And that when you join, you are going to get spillover. And when you join, you get stuck, you don't have spillover. You go to him and tell him, where is the spillover? And he will tell you, no, don't bring too much people, just bring 2 people. Just give me the phone number of 2 people you know. I will help you talk to them. Now, that talk of referral is optional, is no longer in the picture. They have thrown it outside the window. Now they are telling you to bring 2 people, who will have to bring 2 people to balance the leg before you have a complete matrix. Then you start having spillovers. For you to increase your profits in any business, your complaint and lamentation will not increase it. You have to increase your capital, or you increase your risk, or you fold your sleeves and do the work and earn commissions if it is a program that has affiliate commissions. So the basic breakdown of this video is how to increase your profit in a business. Let me break it down now. To increase your profit in a business, number 1, you have to do what? Increase your capital. If you cannot do that, you have to do what? Increase your risk and be ready to bear the consequences. Be ready. You don't go about crying like a baby when you are trading with an extremely high lot size. You are chasing the profit, or you are trading with extremely high leverage. You are chasing the profit. If market moves against you, be ready to take the flogging. Okay? Then number 3, if you cannot do 1, do 2. If you cannot do number 2, do this one. Put the work in. Put the work in a legit way, in a legit project. Now, these are the 3 ways you can increase your profitability anywhere. Okay? If you cannot do any of these 3, then this is the number 4 thing you need to do. Shut up. Shut up. Don't complain that your profit is too low. I'm Victor Isibor. I'm out.